Hi everyone. Alright, this is a video to talk about different kinds of journals and paper. There are so many things to choose from. I'm going to show you a lot of different things and tell you what I like best. This is a Strathmore sketch journal. The thing when you're choosing any paper or any journals to really focus on would be the weight of the paper. This one is a 60-pound weight, so that's fairly lightweight as far as paper goes, and you can see on the pages that I've done, they've kind of warped a little, and that doesn't bother me. So if that doesn't bother you, it's a great way to start because they're inexpensive and they hold up fairly well to water. I've done mostly watercolors in here. There's just a lot of good to be said for some inexpensive paper when you first start out, just learning, just playing around, practicing what you want. So that's a 60-pound paper Strathmore sketchbook. It's really great size. I like it that it's small, not too intimidating to fill up a whole page. Another one that I got that's also Strathmore is their watercolor paper, and this is really thick. It's really thick, and it's probably 140 pound. And this is great because even though that's been watercolored, you can see how straight it is. When it dried, it just straightened right back out. And so this is a great one for if you're going to do a lot of mixed media, a lot of wet process, and you just don't like the buckle look and you want to have a real strung paper, that would be a good one to do. That's a Strathmore as well. This is a nice one because I prefer a bright white paper, not the bit of a manila color. I like bright white on my paper, so I tend to lean towards that. This is a 70-pound, so again, it's not very heavy, but I haven't started using this one. But what I liked about it was how bright it was. I like the square format, and it does have a tear out if you want to tear out a page. And so this is a good brand. I like this brand a lot, and that was only $7.99 for 9x9 inch. Then I have purchased, just trying to figure out what I like the best, some really different things. This is kind of a handmade paper. You can look at the edge on that. It's just a handmade thick paper that I was experimenting around with watercolor, and I liked it, but it does have a lot of texture, so it's something to try. I think it was made in India. I got it at Hobby Lobby. There isn't really a brand name marked on it, but they have them there. I've seen them just recently, so that is an interesting paper to try out. This is another little, just a really inexpensive 60-pound page that I quite like because it was brighter white. So you can see if it's a small size paper, you just don't want anything like as thin as typing paper. You want it to be at least 60-pound, maybe 90-pound. And find a size you like. Try a few different ones that are inexpensive so you can start to figure out what it is that you prefer. Another one that I've enjoyed a lot is this little square size that I've turned this one into a travel journal. I've taped in maps. Let me show you pictures of trip. It just held up really well. And this one is a Pentalic. I don't know if you can see that very well. It's Pentalic papers. One other fun thing to try is if you've never tried doing anything on a craft color paper, it's sort of fun to get out your markers or your gouache watercolors and use this craft paper. I quite like this look, and it's kind of fun to do. I've got some puff paints. Let me show you. I like just how it looks with black and white. Doodling, little puff paints or textured paints. And this one I got at World Market, and it was just a little decorated journal. The pages are probably thinner than 60, but I just wanted to try out that kind of paper, and it was fun to do. I like working on this one. Alright, well, I hope that gives you some ideas of different things you can just try. I mean, I would start in your house and just look around for any papers, any small journals, or anything that you've bought, even if they're partly finished, and just play around with the paper and the kind of supplies you want to try using on them. See what works for you. Thanks. Bye.